And so today's episode is called, What Should I Know for the Interview? Now, that might seem like kind of a broad question, but one of the things I find candidates didn't do enough work on before they started the interview was actually knowing the job they're applying for. Sounds kind of crazy, right? But let me give you an example. Let's pretend you play baseball. You've been a professional baseball player. You know how to play. You play softball. You're great. A buddy asks you to come out and play 3-pitch. Have you ever heard of it? Do you know the rules of the game? Do you know how it's played? Nah, doesn't matter, right? It's got to be close enough to professional baseball. I can rock this. So you show up at the game with your bat and your ball, and you're ready to go. Up to the plate you march. You take a swing, and you miss. Why? Because the pitch is completely different. It doesn't come in straight and fast. It's on an angle. All right, I got this. And you try it again. Same thing happens. You can't hit the ball. 3rd pitch. You hit the ball, but it fouls out. They call you out. Out? I fouled. I get another chance, right? Nope, not in this game. The rules are different. What I'm getting at is that even if you have the expertise in a certain area, maybe you know how to do the job, construction, but the job that you're applying for is a specific construction position. It's different than the position that you've done before. You need to understand what makes that job up so that you can answer the interview questions with the detail and specifics that you need. I honestly can't tell you how many times I've heard candidates answering a question about what are the roles and responsibilities of this position, and they're actually giving me examples that don't exist within this position. It's a position that they know of in a different city, or for a different organization, or in a different province, or a position they've done before and just assumed it was the same as this one. Think about it. This could apply to anything. Data analytics, payroll, construction, management. No 2 jobs are the same. Organizations are different. They have different missions, visions, values, goals, objectives, strategies, and so they've built their positions differently. They have different org charts. But if you don't take the time to figure that out, you're at a huge disadvantage that you didn't need to be. So let me walk you through it. What do I need to know for the interview? Step 1. Almost all the answers that you need to know are in that job posting. So here's hint number 1. After you apply for a job, save the job posting. Many times, if a company has posted it on Indeed or Monster or another job site, it goes off or closes at the same time as the closing date. So when they call you for an interview and you go to find it, it's gone. You don't have it to refer to. So print it or save it right away. Then start to take a look at it. Maybe even compare it to other job descriptions or postings for similar type positions. How do they differ? What are the words they're using? These are all things that you need to pay attention to. Step 2. What organization is it that you're applying for? And what do you know about that organization? It's amazing, of course, what we can find on the internet now. Everything from articles about the organization, reviews from previous employees, org charts, annual reports, master plans, websites. These can all tell you a lot about that organization that you're applying for and can actually give you some insight into, do I want to be part of this organization? What do I like about this organization? Has it differ from other ones that I've worked for? Why would I be an ideal candidate for that organization? See what I'm getting at? Do any of these questions sound vaguely familiar or sound like questions that you might have been asked in an interview? That's because as interview panelists, we're trying to figure out, are you a good fit for our organization? And so the first thing I'm going to want to know is, what do you know about us? Then I'm going to want to know, what do you know about the job that you're applying for? And the more specific that you can be, the better. The more you start to convince me as the panelist, I think they actually do have an interest in this job, rather than they just want to make some money, or they want a full-time job, or they're looking for security. Those are never really good answers. You see, the background to hiring is that as an HR professional, we spend a lot of time and invest a lot of energy into figuring out what that job posting is going to say, doing the actual recruitment for the position, hiring for the position, doing onboarding, having to train that person, having to bring them into the organization, do professional development, do performance assessments on them, and hopefully build them into somebody that wants to succeed with our organization, who wants to move up in the chain, who wants to invest in our organization the same way that we've invested in them. I'm trying to figure out whether you're a good investment. Do you want to be part of this organization? Do you know who you're applying to? Do you know what you're applying for? And why are you the best fit? Having this as your starting base is going to really help you in that interview preparation. Because as we move into the next questions, into the ones that really dive deeper into your specific abilities, knowledge, skills, you can pull on some of that information that you know about the job, that you know about the organization, and weave it into your answers. And so that brings us to step number 3. Step 3 is then learning how to link the information that you've learned about that job and about that organization to your specific skills and experience. You want to show them that you're a unique candidate. You're different than those other resumes and applications they reviewed. Your experience is unique and can fit this job specifically. My PDF that I have for you on my website, jobinterviewcoach.ca, will specifically help you start to make those linkages. You'll actually outline specific things they're looking for in this job and then link them to your experience. Together, we're then going to learn how to build those answers into really detailed responses for your interview questions. Is some of this starting to make sense? Do you understand now what you need to know for the interview before you even start trying to figure out what you're going to answer? I hope so. That's one of my objectives with this, is to help to take you through all of this so it doesn't seem so confusing and overwhelming. You just got that call. They've called you for an interview. Your resume and application is at the top of the pile. So now is your chance to really show them why and how you fit their organization. So let's do it together. Join me on my next episode, where I'm going to dive a little deeper into some of the specific things that they're going to be asking you and how you can prepare. For more information, take the time to go to my website, jobinterviewcoach.ca. Download that PDF that I've constructed just for you to help you organize your information. And consider taking my online course. I've created it to help candidates use their specific resumes, their job postings, construct the answers, and also dive deeper into a lot of the questions about how it's marked, what they're looking for, why they're looking for it, because the more you can understand the why, the better you can answer them. We also dive deeper into some of the different types of questions that can be asked during an interview. I'm really glad that you took this time to join me. I absolutely love interview coaching. I've met so many great candidates over the years and helped them successfully learn how to prepare for their interviews so they could walk in with confidence and convince that interview panelist just why they were the ideal candidate for that organization. So thanks for joining me. Hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now from the Job Interview Coach.